Oscar BEVIS, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted to be joined by Lewie Edmonson via Zoom. How are we, mate?
I'm all good. I'm all good, thank you, Oscar. Apart from the obvious, mate, but we're all good.
Yeah, not the nicest weekend, of course.
No.
First up, have you spoke to Bill himself, Tom, or any of the boys in Dallas?
I haven't spoken to Billy Joe himself, no, but I've spoke to members of the team, and yeah, that's it. I spoke to members of the team, and yeah, that's it really.
What members of the team have you spoken to? Is there anything you could perhaps?
I spoke to Mark and I spoke to Greg.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's it is what it is, isn't it? It's boxing.
Yeah. Do they not give you much, or do you not want to say too much? I don't want to push you on this, obviously, because it is a conversation between you and
yeah,
people.
that's it. And obviously, I don't really. It's not really for me to say, you know. I'm pretty sure he'll have his own statement and his own things to say as and when the time's right. So that's it. I don't really want to say too much. I give my views on it, but that's about it.
Yeah. Well, look, we have got loads to talk about. Of course, straight off the bat, Lou, at the time of the stoppage, how did you have the fight?
I had it 4-4. I had it 4 rounds apiece. I thought Billy Joe was grinding into the fight. I thought he was about to start coming on stronger. I know some people had it 5 rounds to 3, and the judges had it 6 rounds to 2, which I can't see myself. I had it 4 apiece, and thought he was grinding into the fight lovely. Yeah,
I mean, the cards wouldn't have made nice viewing anyway if it would have gone the distance, it seems, for Bill. I suppose you might as well try and assess the fight itself. Like you said, it wasn't one of Bill's quicker starts. Like, we thought Bill would come out the blocks and have Canelo chasing us. I'd say Bill won the first and then Canelo the second or third. But yeah, it weren't really one of Bill's quicker starts.
I know, and I feel like with someone like Canelo in front of you, he tries to make you work and then come on strong later, you know. So I feel like maybe he's trying to hold it a bit, not give him too much respect, and yeah.
Yeah, well, it was a 5th, 6th, 7th, and beyond. He sort of tried to match Canelo's tempo, I suppose, and then that's when he started to have his success, I guess. And yeah, he grew into the fight, and he looked really strong at one point. And I remember saying to the people I was watching it with, I haven't seen Canelo even have to think like that for a long time.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. He knew he was in a fight, regardless of what he says. He knew he was in a fight, and he was definitely losing a few rounds. And he, yeah, caught him with that shot, and it's a game changer for anybody, isn't it? He obviously punches very, very, very hard, frightening power. And yeah, he got caught with that shot, and yeah, that was that.
I mean, you've spent time around Tibbsy, you know him well. With the extent of the injury, regardless of the occasion, that's the level of like compassion and calm-headedness like a trainer in a situation that a top trainer needs as well.
Obviously, it was a big occasion, and we've seen it plenty of times before, haven't we? The trainers made the wrong decisions, but I think, listen, obviously it was the right decision. Nobody can go on and fight like that. God only knows what could happen. Could be blind, could be brain damage. It's down to Mark Tibbs to worry about the welfare of Billy Joe in that case. And I think he made the correct decision, 100%.
Bill was always going to get it in the neck on the night before people, I think, understood really the severity of the injury. We spoke about this as well. There was a few sort of comparisons flying about to people fighting on with swollen eyes. But is this something that's so bad that everyone should sort of have a level of understanding? This ain't fighting on with a black eye.
Yeah, it's completely different, isn't it? Some people putting this load of bullshit up who ain't got a clue. Fat potatoes on the settee, absolute donkeys. They've never laced up a set of gloves in their life, talking loads of shit. When it's all right for them to sit there eating Dominoes day in, day out, fat as a pig. Missus barely want to look at them, and they've got the cheek to talk slag off boxers. Do you know what I mean? I think it's disgusting. But it's an awful injury, and yeah, it's horrible, horrible, horrible to watch.
And knowing Bill as well as you do, how do you think when he sort of sits back and reflects, and I suppose probably leaves hospital in Dallas. How do you think he'll take a defeat like this? Hasn't been beaten in, well, since the amateurs in probably like over a decade. Yeah, over a decade. How do you think Bill will take a defeat like this?
I think, listen, no matter who you are, it's not going to be nice, is it? But obviously, as everyone knows, he's a strong person, and I think he'll be fine. Get the injury out of the way, and he'll be fine. You know, it's God only knows how he's feeling and what it's like to you know, I don't know, to be honest with you. It's, I suppose every man reacts to it differently, and that's how it is.
Yeah. And obviously, Canelo's going to continue on this sort of war path, fight Caleb Plant, and then perhaps move up, or I don't know. But do you think Billy has a case for a rematch? Because, like I said, I haven't seen Canelo think like that for a while. And then if it wasn't for the fact that the punch landed perhaps in the perfect inch of his face that literally broke his face, let's not pretend we don't know what would have happened in the last 4. But do you think Billy has a case for a rematch?
Listen, I think that's entirely up to Billy Joe Saunders and the team. You know, it's me. I had it 4-all. I had it 4 apiece, and thought he was coming on stronger. So I think that's only down to him. You know, it's only down to him. I think he was only going to grow in the fight. I think he was getting stronger and stronger. But it's again, that's down to him. You know.
Yeah. And I've seen a couple of people say they don't think Bill will lace the gloves up again. Obviously, like I said, we can't talk on his behalf. We can only say what you believe. But do you think that's bollocks?
Who knows? Who knows? I think who only knows? It's depends on the injury, how long it takes to recover, and again, it's down to him himself, you know. And listen, whether he did or whether he didn't, he's had a great career in the end. I'll be a proud man to do a quarter of what he's done, you know. So whether he does or he doesn't, I think that's entirely up to Billy Joe Saunders.
Yeah, and watching a fight like that, take out the fact it's someone you know and are as close to as you are with Bill. As a boxer, has it changed the mindset at all going forward? Like knowing that you can have everything be at the top of the game and one thing can happen and it can be such a killer. Does it change your mindset, how you view things as a boxer when you see things like that?
This is the fight game, isn't it? And we know what we're signing up for. You know, we've seen people die in the ring. We see people take injuries like that, and we know what we're signing up for. And you know, every time you get in that ring, that we're putting our life on the line. And listen, as we see the other night, one shot can change everything, you know. And we're all fully aware of that. But yeah, it makes it hit home a little bit more, definitely, when it happens to someone close to you, definitely. And when you know how big of a heart and how good someone is, you know, and you see it happen, it's can happen to anybody. If it can happen to Billy Joe, it can happen to anybody. And it's a horrible sport. It's a dangerous sport that we're in, Oscar, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you talk about the heart of Billy Joe, and I know that a couple of people were going to question that afterwards because that's boxing. You're never going to get everyone on your side. But yeah, he's not the sort of man to quit, Bill. And you don't say things like that lightly.
No.
He's not the sort of man to quit.
No, it's listen. Back to what we began. It's these nobodies, who sat on the sofa eating crisps, fat as a pig, walk around a building site all day, and they've got the cheek to slag off professional athletes like ourselves, let alone world champions, multi-weight world champions. It's embarrassing on their behalf.
Right, Lou, thanks for jumping on. I know it was only quick. Just wanted to get your thoughts on things. Of course, you being so close to Bill and the team, and yeah, obviously we only wish Bill the best. A lot of us, and yeah, I'd love to see him back in the ring in a couple of years. You know what they say about the comeback being better than the setback.
That's it. Always. But nice one, Oscar. I'll speak to you soon, brother. Yeah.
One.